Hey, baby! And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back here to Resident Rise 3. It's good to be back here on the Resident Rise 3 server. So, ouch! So, guys, you may remember in the last episode, we were busy making this doodad down here. We made the, the ME interfaces with the molecular assemblers. We made the crafting units and stuff. I went a little further with it. You can see some extra pipes going up here. So, what I ended up doing is with some of my machines, I added ME interfaces to it. So like this alloy smelter now has an ME interface to it. And if you click those open, there is a pattern in here that will make Tinker's alloy ingot. A Tinker's alloy ingot is kind of just a fancy way to say bronze. But it does the same stuff as bronze. So I needed something that could make those. So I went ahead and I made that there. I think eventually I might add something to this sag mill too. I'll add a ME interface right there. And what that does is it allows you to use the auto crafting to kind of make items in machines. And you'll see I have a pipe running all the way up here. I have a dense energy cable running all the way up here. And honestly, I don't mind the way that it looks. This is supposed to be a very kind of technical base. I like the idea of wires kind of running everywhere. So I'm definitely going to keep this. I'm not going to hide it. I think it looks pretty cool, honestly. And up here, I added ME interfaces to a metal former, a compressor, and a macerator. You may remember I was using the singularity compressor and the rotary macerator. It turns out they do not work well with the ME interface, or at least for me. I'm going to preface it like that. At least for me, it did not work well. It would make the item, but it wouldn't put it back into the system. So these started clogging up everything. And I needed them to make glowstone, and I needed them to make charcoal dust for the solar panels. I needed this one to make iridium ingots and advanced alloys and coal balls and all that cool stuff. This guy, I'm not sure he's making anything at the moment. And over here, I set up this guy to create, I think these are just sonarium pieces. But what I want to do, and we're going to make it right now, let's go down here, and I'll show you real quick how you do it. You guys probably already know, but basically this transfers you back and forth from a processing pattern, which means putting something through a machine and getting something out. And this one is the crafting recipe. So we want to do a processing pattern. So we want to take iron. I need 1 iron ingot. I'm going to put it there. And the output is going to be iridium. Now, hopefully I've got 190 iridium in here. So that will work. And then you click encode pattern. We do that. And what I could do is now put this into my molecular transformer, and it can create iridium on the fly. It does take a lot of power to do this, mind you, but I think it's going to work out for us in the long run. It may take a lot of power up front, but I've got a lot of power stored, and with the advanced hybrid solar panels, I should be able to make it back. So let's go out here. It always seems to be night when I start doing these videos, but you may notice right here I've got 2 more sets of these solar panels. So I think, if my estimates are correct, I think it's making around 30k RF per tick during the daytime. I'm not sure what it equals during the nighttime because it only does like like an eighth of that. So maybe something like that. I don't know. But yeah, these are what I want to do is I at least want to make another set this way and that way, and then I want to go one more step down with it. So yeah, we're gonna make a ton of these though. So that's why I started the auto crafting with it. And if we go over here, I haven't checked this energy ball lately, but let's see what kind of power it's got going on. It's got 280 billion RF. So that it's gone up a little bit. It hasn't gone up a great deal. I would like to eventually max these out. I think it would be a cool kind of, accomplishment. I wish I could get an achieve for it, like get the little fireworks and whatnot. But that would be a cool thing to do. So let's go ahead. And I made the processing pattern, right? To make iridium? Or did I? Did I already put it in here? Let's see here. Let's see if we can find the molecular transformer. Yep, I already put it in there. So it's ready to go. And if you look up here, these are all of the recipes I need to make an advanced or an ultimate hybrid solar panel. So all this stuff is needed. These are all the things. So what we can do now is we should be able to go here and craftable items. See all this stuff I can craft now? It's pretty darn cool. I started working on getting some of the storage stuff from Applied Energistics in here too, but I didn't get very far. I only got up to 1K before I got bored and then like started chasing a butterfly around the front yard. So let's see here. One ultimate hybrid solar panel. Now, I haven't tested this yet. In order to make one of my chains of them, I need 5. So if we hit 5 and hit next, let's see here. It does appear that we have enough, bytes to do it, and it's got all the stuff listed here. Takes a lot of steps to make one of these things. So this is automatic. I'm surprised that the storage and the coprocessors don't show up. I don't know what that means or what I'm doing wrong, but let's go ahead and hit start. And it should start crafting them. If we check the crafting status, you'll see stuff flying around in here. And I've yet to be able to catch it, but we should start seeing stuff appear in these things too, but I never seem to catch it, and I can never quite see it. So it's a little bit of a disappointment that way, but I think it might just be because I got so many that it just kind of bugs out. But if we look in here, it still should be crafting. Currently, it looks like it's trying to make lots of these iron plates. It's making advanced alloys. It needs to make mixed metal ingots. Let's see here. It's probably making bronze plates too. This doesn't appear to be on, so I don't think it's doing that. So it could take quite a while to make this stuff because it is just going bazonkers up here. If we look up here, we might be able to catch some of it in action. Oh no, this is also not working. So I might need a little help from you guys because I don't understand why these ME interfaces don't pull the stuff out of these Industrial Craft 2 machines. Am I losing my mind here? But it should pull this stuff out, and it never does. So now what I have to do is somehow pull this stuff out manually, and that is a pain in the butt. It should, the ME interfaces is supposed to pull it out as well. So I have to put this stuff like in here like that, and then that will progress the crafting. So I don't know what the deal is with that. So if I want these two in the green are what's kind of clogging up the system. I didn't check out the molecular transformer, but it might be clogging up the system too. No, it looks fine. Molecular transformer looks good. So what is it still waiting for those green things? Yeah, it looks like it has enough. Let's go get that extra glowstone it was making. And maybe we can get this going. I was hoping we could figure this out, but I think something's honestly bugged. I don't know if it's me or if I need to add like the auto eject upgrade or something. I don't know. But let's see what that does to the system now. We got 64 more in there. Crafting 320. So I need 320 of these glowstone dusts in order to progress. And I also need 128 of these too. So that's kind of a pain. Maybe you guys know the solution to this, but I figured just putting the ME interface would work just like other machines, but I don't know. It does seem to be a little buggy, so I might just wait by these machines. They do operate pretty quickly. I got them fully upgraded, but yeah, it's kind of a disappointment. I don't know why these don't work with the ME system. So, this is still a very small price to pay is going back and forth like this, but it is kind of a pain in the butt. I take it back. How far did that get me? So that got that. Okay, let's see. I'm waiting for 90. I'm waiting for a bunch of these. I'm waiting for a ton of glowstone. That doesn't make any sense to me. That makes zero logical shits to me. But anyway, guys, I'm going to pause the video right here, and once we got those 5 created, I'll be right back, because unfortunately I have to make a milk run with these things. What I might have to do is do something like this, like put a tesseract down here, and then have these auto eject, and then have that go into the system. That might be an idea. Yeah. That might be the only way to get around this, because it doesn't seem to be ejecting into the ME interface. Which, nuts, is all I gotta say to that. But anyway, guys, I'll be right back when it's all done. Okay, guys, I am back, and I think I found a kind of a clunky solution to why these guys aren't, I don't know, putting stuff back into the ME system. So basically, I added the ejector upgrades, and if I pull it out, it should stop ejecting, right? But although it does seem to still be ejecting. Ha! Do these just work without the ejector upgrades? I wonder. Is it still ejecting? Yeah, it's still kind of ejecting. But anyway, I'm going to put these back in here. This one had this one, and this one had this one. So that seems to have fixed it. I might be able to go down here and see the progress again. Let's check it out. Crafting status. So if we look at this, I think it is working for sure. So crafting, although this seems to be stuck. Look at it. It's like 2,000. That scheduled 400. I don't know. It does seem to be crafting these, so I do believe it is getting the glowstone, because this is all it needs the glowstone for, is this irradiant iridium, or irradiant uranium. So it'll keep crafting that until it gets all these done, and then it'll move on to the next step. If we look, let's type in ultimate here, and it looks like it's made 2 of them already. So that is actually pretty good. It's already made 2 of these, so we'll just let that sit and do its thing. I think it's got to process a lot of glowstone in order to get there. So that's done, and I think we found a bit of a solution. It's not the best thing in the world, but it seems to be working. It's popping it out of there and putting it in here, which this is my ender chest that has stuff going directly into the ME network, which is this guy here. So yeah, you can actually see the glowstone going in there. So cool. We got that done. We can X this out, and we can move on to the next course of business, which is something a bit more fun. I want to make this guy. I want to make the enhanced charm of dislocation, mainly because it is kind of a really cool teleportation method, and it'll keep me from running around all over the place. Although I do like flying around. There are some places that it's actually very hard to fly to, like the Nether. And I do want to make a portal to the deep dark. But for now, I think I'm going to focus on this guy first, and I don't know how long the episode will be running when that's over. So let's make this first, and let's get to it. So let's see if we can get in here and get our hands all filthy. I'm not sure. This thing always seems to kind of screw around. But anyway, I want dislocation, right? So it's this guy, but I guess we need to make this charm of dislocation first. If we do that, why did that do that way? Huh. Crafting, viewable. You what? Am I completely out of all of this stuff? All right, let's exit out of here again. My crafting terminal. There we go. Let's try this again. Dislocation. Dislocation. Alright, can I click this in? I think I have draconium dust, but it's only doing... Oh, I'm holding down caps lock. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. I'm a dummy. I got it. I got some sort of achievement. Where's my fireworks? I don't... Oh, there they are! Woohoo! Oh, this is awesome. Alright, let's get back to work here. Let's quit screwing around. Let's see here. Dislocation, please. So now I got that. The next hard part is going to be this wyvern core, which is, I need 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy peasy. Then we make this. I've got all that stuff. There we go. Wyvern core. And then we should just be able to kind of click this in like this. Very good. All right. Also, I from reading the book, or reading the tablet, I guess I should say, it takes ender pearls to work. So let's grab a few of these. Oh, another thing I need to show you guys. Oh, before I start chucking stuff all over the floor, is I made recipes in here for my ores. So what I can do, or not my ores, my magical essences from the magical essences crops. So when I get enough magical essences, I can just go in here and have it just craft it all into the appropriate things. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. So I want to be able to use this right here as a thing. So let's see if we can figure this out. Add fuel. Now, how do I add fuel? I think I just hold this down. What if I just hold it down? So I think it's taking ender pearls from my inventory, out of ender pearls. So I've got 33 uses of this thing. We're gonna call this base diabolique. There we go. No, with a K. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. We'll commit base diabolique, and it disappeared. Wait, where'd it go? Let's see if I can I can teleport to base diabolique. Now, I don't want to go through the tablet again and read all that stuff, but let's see if this will teleport me to base diabolique. Yeah, it worked! Okay, cool. So, let's see here. I don't know how to switch to different things, but let's go to the Nether and see if we can set up the other thing. I can't fly fast because I'm hungry. I don't know how that makes sense, but I can't fly fast because I'm ever so hungry. I'm starving Marvin out here. There we go. Man, this world is not loading in. Do it. Load in. So, I don't know if I've shown you guys this, but I disconnected myself from Monkey Puzzle's nether portal. Load in. And I made my own portal in the nether that syncs up to my portal, which is this guy here. And if we're lucky, my iron golems that I have here to protect it are still alive. They are good. I found the only way, at least for me, to keep zombie pigmen from flooding through these portals is to just put some iron golems around it. They seem to kick their butt, and that's pretty good. So, okay, so now we're here. Let's open this up. Oh, shoot. I think I just teleported back to my base. Crap! Alright, let's go back. Here we go. See, this is why I want it. I accidentally hit... I think I clicked it, but I wonder if I have to, like, shift-click it or something in order to open the interface. Maybe that is the case. When you hold it, it definitely tells you where it's going to teleport, but I think what I'm going to have to do is maybe read this tablet a little bit. Because I read it real quick, and I forgot about it immediately. So let's see here. Do I shift-click it? Yep, there we go. If you shift-click it, you get this stuff. Alright. Add new. We're going to call this Nether. Or Nether. And we'll commit. And there we go. I think you can switch between the two like this. I want to lock this, and I want to lock that. So let's put base diabolique. Alright. If I click this, this will take me to the Nether, right? There we go. That's how you switch it. I'm sure there's like a hotkey to switch it to. But let's shift click again. And let's go back to base diabolique. Alright. Nope. There we go. You gotta be very careful with this. It will definitely... This is so cool. I love this. Let's make another one from Monkey Puzzle's base. It is still nighttime. How is it always nighttime? Let's go to sleep real quick. And then we're gonna set up another one at Monkey Puzzle's base. And then, for now, that'll be it, but I do want to make a portal to the Deep Dark, and I'm trying to think how long this episode is running. It might be around 16 minutes at the moment, but let's get over here. We'll turn it into fast mode. See, flying really fast with the jetpack is not always a good idea because the server can't seem to keep up with it. There we go. Alright, so here we are. We're at Monkey Puzzle's base with his floating... Orb of Power. He made a power orb too, or he actually made one before I did, but then it's just sitting there floating above the world like a crazy thing. So I put some anchors on it so that way it wouldn't fly away. All right, so let's do this. Should we do it up here, or should we go down to like right here? I think this would be a good spot. Let's do it right here. Shift clicky. We're gonna, let's see here. We're gonna add new. We're gonna call this We're going to call it Puzz Base 1. Because he's got a bunch of bases all over the dang place. And commit. And we'll lock it. And we'll pop it. So very good. Alright, this thing's super cool. So we've got it set to Puzz Base 1. Oh look, if I hold down Shift and scroll my mouse wheel, it does cycle through them. So that, okay, we figured that out. Boom. Back at our base. Okay, I'm in the basement, but that's fine. It is base after all. It does need a basement. So guys, that is super cool. We've got a way to get around the town. We can go to the Nether real quick. Oh my goodness gracious. The Nether one does take a little bit because you are indeed traveling interdimensionally. And then from there we can go to Puzz Base 1. Oh my goodness, this is great. I love this thing. Very cool. Let's see. When will... Sometimes the little scrolly thing doesn't work. There we go. I think the world just has to load in, and then we'll go back to base diabolique. And I seem to fall through this thing when I'm doing it. So, anyway. Very cool. I think we're going to wrap up the episode there. I think in the next episode we are going to move our quarry to the Deep Dark so we can get more and different ores. One ore that I'm kind of low on is Certus Quartz. For some reason, there is no Certus Quartz in the Nether. That's fine. It doesn't need to be there. And yeah, we might also work on some upgrades to our armor situation. I don't know if I'm going to go Draconic armor. It is super cool and it's super, I'm going to say super cheaty. But it's almost too powerful, I think. But we might do it anyway, and then at some point, I think we're going to fight the Nether Dragon. There's tons of stuff to do. I eventually want to get into Thaumcraft, because I miss Thaumcraft just a little bit. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching to the end, and until next time, we'll see you all real soon. Bye! Oh, that's so cool. Look at this. I can go over here, and then I'm there. Very cool. This does waste an Ender Pearl, but I think it's worth it. There you go. Deep, deep, deep. All right, guys. Bye.